All right, Isaac, some nice work here. Let's take a look. On the right is night one, on the left is night eight. Okay, so to my eye, you just smooth out a lot of this, and you're eating up so much ice from these that sorry, I shouldn't talk. I should just let you watch it. Sorry. I'm gonna shut up. Okay. Okay. So I've said it once or twice, but head and stick pointed towards where you want to go. Okay. All right. So let's say, take it. Listen, your start was good here. Like good, like that's great lean, good push. But I don't know. There's just something about this one that is so explosive. I think you get like even more push right here, and you've got this line head to toe where I think your hips are up and out a little bit here, where here you're just like wabam. So I want to take a look at that start again because you have some nice crossover like exits out of here, out of the different things. Great lean, way to keep your head height even. Just like watch your head here. So everything that you're doing is driving. What is is that Grayson? What is he doing back there, bro? Anyways, let's go back to you. Sorry. Um. Okay, so monstrous start here. Boom, boom. All right. Let's see where you. I want to see if I can. Okay, that's where you start there. You start pretty much like on the same spot. So I'm looking at this seam right here. This seam right here. So let's see where you get. Yeah, I mean, unless it's the camera angle, to my eye at least, it looks like you just eat up more of that. Okay, proven that point. I've talked about it now for 2.5 minutes. Okay, so the big thing here, like your hips are up here, which you do so much better at getting your hips under you and getting that full extension. That's what I'm talking about here, where you've got that line head to toe, where here you're broken at the waist, and much better shin angle. Okay, here it's basically flat, right? It's basically flat here, where now you've got your knee tracking over your toe and you've got this line happening. Okay, so now let's get into this stop because, yeah, you're massively broken in two and very much relying on that inside edge. Um, you don't quite get your head and stick around on this one, but you keep yourself over your feet better. So here, I mean, at least you got your eyes out neutral. Here you're down. Everything's down this way. Like I said, it's like we want you to be stopped this way. I'm trying to think if somebody does it well. Hang on. Okay. Um, I'm not suggesting that everything in this video on the left is flawless, but Connor does a nice job here. We'll watch. Boom. Listen, he can bend his knees more. He's got to get his stick around. But you see that line leaning toward where he's going, and he's got his eyes that way. If he only had a stick that way too, it'd be great. But see, it's like it just like it's a literal line head to toe when we hit that optimal skating position. It's a line head to toe here. So you still got here. Let's look at this side so that we're so this one. This one, your lean is better. It's that pesky outside edge. Okay, and you see how chest is down. So that goes back to keeping your hips under you. So that means like some of the times you're doing a great job. Sometimes like this if you're in this position, your hips have dropped out and behind you. Yeah, I just burped. I'm so sorry. And so that's what makes our chest go down. So keeping that shin angle. Um, like I said, Connor here is uh his his knees are over toes on both feet. He's observing that stop. You see that his skates are on a parallel. That is not a good parallel. His skates are on a parallel, and then his body, everything is on that same axis. Just ignore my bad, not quite right lines. You get the idea. Okay, and then so then this way he's able to catch it and exit immediately. So he's not even like stopped all the way when he's pushing back the other way. Okay, look at again, line head to toe. That's what we're after. You know what's funny? We're gonna watch the stop, and because of the like the chest down and the wonky outside edge, it hesitates for a second. Let me back it up and see if I'll just play it in real time. You see that little pause, tiny little pause. We'll back it up again. Little hiccup. Okay, it's because when you catch this, it's like you don't actually have any weight in that left foot, and then you got to put weight in it so that you push off on it. But when you do that, this is a monstrous start. Look at the push. Okay, look at look at there. Your hips are under you. There you've got line head to toe. There you've got the shin angle, right? I can get rid of Connor here. Hang on. So the it's really cleaning up these stops because your exits are magnificent. Look at epic the amount they're nice and springy. You know, you're eating up a ton of ice, but you're getting stuck in those stops for just a fraction of a second. But you know, in ice hockey, that's all it takes. So get your head and stick around so that you have that line head to toe leaning in towards where you're headed. Again, here you almost do it, but your chest drops down so low, and then you have to like load those legs to be able to push off. Okay? But hey, obviously more shin angle. Most of the time your hips are under you. Um, awesome crossover starts. We just want to connect them more because right now it's like stop, load, exit, where we want to go, catch and release. You're catching that energy and then throwing it. Okay. You're eating up so much ice on those crossover starts. If you can really learn to catch that momentum in your legs and then spring out of them the way you do, oh man, like like it's you're gonna win most of those 50-50 battles coming out of change of direction. Okay, and wrap, and that's wrap on Connor's agility. I just said Connor. I'm so sorry. I know who I'm talking to. Isaac. Connor was in that video that I was using. I can't go back and edit this out. And take two. That's a wrap on Isaac's agility evaluation. On to the next video.